Hi guys, episode 27, and a while ago we played with both Tom and Peter together, and I said, look, do you guys want to see them do it a bit more? And my brother had a bit of free time today, so we decided to do Berea Seabed together. So here we are going in, and yeah, it's quite a short mission. We actually completed this in about 11 minutes. Once again, I'm commentating afterwards. And Elder Rhea says to us, "Hear me, Luxons. The Imperial Dragon of the North has sent its champions in search of the Spear of Archimeros. They shall have it only if they are worthy." You can see loads of people up there cheering for us. She says, "Enter the arena, outsiders. Fight for your lives. Fight for the spear. The convocation has begun." And look, you can see a guy up there's actually cheering, "Tom Bluewood, Tom Bluewood," which is awesome. Nobody cheers for my brother. Kill the outsider. I think that's what they're saying. Lovely. So yeah, this is the arena. We've got the 4 entrances where people are going to be coming in. And here in the middle is the spear. Damien, who's the leader of this group, says, "No outsider shall steal what belongs to the Luxon Armada. We are the Crab. Unrelenting. Unbending. Unbreakable." So this is the Crab clan. This area at the start here is pretty fun. A lot of the enemies use resurrection signets. In this game you don't often find enemies using resurrection, so this really does give it a bit of a feel of what the random arenas are like in the PvP aisles, I feel like, anyway. They're not too hard fights. It's funny, in the journal at the end actually, if you read it, it says, "Oh, these were some of the hardest fights of my life." You can see here that actually a few of them have got crab pets as well, and a lot of these guys that we're besting here in this arena will eventually become henchmen for us as we journey further into the Jade Sea. And I think one of the henchmen here's got a pet crab called Hector, which is just a really cool crab, I think. Okay, so we've taken them out, and now Aurora wants a piece. She says, "Do not think the Serpent will fail as easily as a reckless crab. Be warned, where the Serpent strikes, death is sure to follow." Alright, bring it on. We come up onto this bridge here, because I don't know where she's coming from, so there she is, she's over there. And this time we've got a monk boss there as well, who I try and take out first. "I shall bring you the gift of death," says their ranger. And then when we kill her, she says, "I welcome this death." Lovely. It's not real death. I guess they kind of get resurrected later. It's always a bit unclear whether when you're killing people, you're killing them for good. In the previous series, you might remember the Forgotten, who we seem to take out in one mission and then the boss sort of returns in another. Whether people are truly dead or not is a bit up to discussion. Anyway, Argo says, "It's been many years since the roar of the Canton dragon has been heard in the Jade Sea. Your strength and courage brings honor to you and your people. Now you face Argo of the Turtle. Fight well, that our battle may be one for the ages. The Spear of Archimeros will be yours if you defeat me." So here we go, they're coming out of the gate. It's a good day to die, it's also a good day to kill. Oh well, then you're going to have a good day no matter what happens, aren't you? So yeah, you can see we kind of get destroyed by this guy. He's an elementalist here in factions, and later on as well in Nightfall. Bosses do double damage, so they are really quite worrying, especially that this guy's an elementalist. My health's still really low, so I do need to fix that, but I'll do that soon enough. So this is the last group again. It's not a very hard fight. Wow, he did 300 damage to me there. Okay, so there we go, they're all out, and we got the cutscene. Nice little flesh golem running over to us.
"You have bested our champions and earned the right to fight Zu Hanuko. I believe this is what you came for. The Spear of Archimeros is yours."
Thank you, Elder Rhea. We accept the spear and the honor of fighting the Kraken. We shall make you proud.
"Yes, I expect you shall."
See, there's just that shot there with me, Suru and Peter sort of all pushed together really closely. Yeah, so we've got access to the spear and the gate's open. Rhea says the Spear of Archimeros becomes more powerful with each death that occurs within its range. Try to kill enemies at close range whenever possible while carrying the spear. You get this giant spear made of the bones of Archimeros himself. And it's just like the urn. With the urn, the more damage you take while holding it, the more it charges up, the more it gets more powerful. And then when you finally drop it, it will protect your allies. And the spear is basically the same thing, except the opposite, really. The more enemies that die around you, the more it charges up, and then when you eventually drop it, it does loads of damage. So what you could see just up there was a Kraken spawn fleeing off through the hills, and there's an island guardian here as well. Lots of rot wallows and stuff. And yeah, so basically I decided to not fight anymore. I'm just going to hold the spear and charge it up lots and lots and lots and lots, and then just completely destroy the Kraken when we finally get to it. So yeah, last episode I was talking about how you finally get to see the Jade Sea, and it's just over this hill here. I mean, you've been doing loads of this mission, come so far, and still you haven't even glimpsed the sea. And then when we break over this hill in a second, you can see it, and it's just the first shot of it. I think it has a much better impact than the first shot of the Echo Vowed Forest. So there you go. And when you get further down, it really is. It's a beautiful place. It's one of my favourite places in all of the game. It just is brilliant. You can see some carp down there running around. There's all different enemies that we'll find there. There's also Naga. The Naga were native to the Jade Sea before it got turned to Jade, and lots of them died. In fact, only a few Naga actually survived when the Jade Sea was turned to Jade. And there was some really powerful Naga who essentially secured their race's safety, and they sort of reproduced from there. So you find lots of Naga around the Jade Sea. And yeah, now my brother kind of runs off and gets a little bit lost here. So I get lost as well. Let's speed it up while we look for each other. With no compass, it is a little bit hard, and no party window as well. So there we go, we found him now. And yeah, you can see the spear kind of starts pulsating a little bit. The more you kill and the more things that die around it, it starts to charge more and more, and the effect on it starts to glow more and more fiercely. At least I think it does. I didn't notice that when I first picked that up. So yeah, we kind of just fight our way through these Naga and get ourselves out onto the sea itself. So here we are, and you can see I quite like the fish sort of enemies. There's kind of their own classification of enemy. You've got the carps there, those green things running off, lots of Kraken spawns, and just generally all the enemies around here look really, really cool. You can see way off in the distance that giant purple thing. That's a Leviathan, and they're pretty cool. So the rest of this mission is essentially just hacking your way through these Kraken spawns. When you kill a certain one, a new one appears and starts running off towards further out into the sea, and you just keep following the trail of the Krakens, I guess, and you can see some of them over there just leaving now, and they eventually lead you to the Kraken himself. So here's a good example of the Krakens running off. This guy won't try and fight us at all until he gets further away. You can see this guy kind of runs to 3 of his friends off there in the distance. When we take out those 3, I guess the Kraken gets pissed off. We've killed so many of its spawn, and it will erupt from the Jade. You can kind of see on the Jade on the floor there, those are kind of blue lines glowing around on the surface. Yeah, these things here. Well, bluish greenish things. And I guess that's kind of a mark that there's something powerful under the Jade there. Alright, so here's the cutscene. And Zoe just said, "I will not rest until you no longer draw breath." Lovely. And there it is, it comes out. Meaty looking thing. I love the way that thing looks, actually. Kind of summons itself an armor of Jade as well. And we go in there and kick its ass. You've got to be a little bit careful when you're getting close to it, because it kind of starts throwing Jade everywhere and it hurts you quite hard. But there we go. Drop the spear, Archimedes comes out, and boom, you do 1,900 damage straight up with that. Very easy way to get a big hit on something. But yeah, you can see he just turns around and knocks me to the floor. Yeah, I think I actually I pick up the spear again and drop it, and it does another bit substantial amount of damage. You can see we've pretty much knocked out half of its health straight away. Yeah, we do 450 the second time it's dropped. So yeah, there we go, he's down. And that's the end of the mission. Very short, very nice little mission. And the cutscene actually gets a little bit messed up here. You can see Menlo there is running. He gets caught on the wave for some reason, or something blocks him, so he doesn't actually come to the rest of the cutscene here, but he does start talking to us nevertheless. Oh yeah, we get the Master's Reward, 11 minutes 10 seconds. I think it's 15 minutes for this This
The Kraken is dead.
hooray, the Kraken's dead, and Togo comes up behind. You still see the magical energies on the floor, actually.
A more well-deserved victory I have not witnessed.
Master Togo! Master Togo!
Menlo, come celebrate with us. We have the Spear of Archimedes.
It's none too soon. Shiro is on the move.
What? Where?
He was last seen in the Undercity, below Kaineng.
Then we must go to the Undercity. We will take this fight to Shiro.
Okay, so now we've got both the urn and the spear, but Shiro's doing something. I'm gonna go in game and record a live fit, guys. Okay, so there we go. We're now at the Zos Shivros channel. That was the Boreas seabed we just did. Well, it looks like we just did it for you, but this is actually like hours later for me. Yeah, so what exactly is going on? Where are we? Okay, so we were here and we're now here. This area, the Zos Shivros channel, is basically the same as the Ultram ruins. Both of them are challenge missions, if you can see that. And both of them have different goals. This is quite a cool challenge mission, actually. A lot of people used to use this to basically get loads of Luxon faction without even having to play the game. I think it's been fixed now, though, but people might still do it, actually. I'm not sure. Oh, a collector. Hello. Perk your ears like Elder Pomona and listen. You have heard the tale of Zun Hanaku, the great Kraken, have you not? The eyes of its spawn contain powerful magical properties. I wish to enchant weapons with the jelly contained inside them. With enchanted arms we shall strike down the Kurziks. Bring me 5 eyes. More people offering me dirks. Stop offering me dirks. Okay, let's speak to the Imperial Herald. I've heard much about you, but events are unfolding quickly, and I fear we do not have much time for pleasantries. Master Togo has gone to meet Menlo near the gates to Kaineng City. You should rendezvous with them as soon as possible. Okay, I'm on my way. Let's read the outpost description, let's go. Infamous for sending many sailors to their watery deaths back when ships still sailed the Jade Sea, this once treacherous channel is now traversed mostly by Luxons as they make their way to their home settlement, Cavalon. Okay, so I think you can kind of see some kind of Norn culture coming through with the Luxons, with the way they all like to sort of travel and stuff. Anyway, let's go back to Martu Keep. And hopefully I won't need a full party of people. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And here's Menlo and Togo all the way out here. The Kurzik Traveller. Menlo has been telling me about Shiro's activities in the sewers. It appears that he is amassing his forces for some kind of major offensive. I fear for the city and for all of Cantha if he is not stopped now. The Emperor has sent a small force into the sewers in an attempt to hold back Shiro and his minions, but I'm afraid they won't be able to hold out much longer. Whatever Shiro is planning, it's a good guess that he's getting ready to move forward. It is imperative that we find out what his plans are before he puts them into action. Tom, we need to go down to the sewers and locate the Canton forces. Find out whether they've been able to learn anything about his plans. Remain alert at all times. Yes, I will do, Master. Tom, we need you to go down to the sewers and locate the forces. Find out whether they've been able to learn anything about Shiro's plans. Okay, so we're going back out into the Shenzhen tunnels. If you remember, this is where I found that guy called Banku, who sort of got us into that big gang war. Let's add some henchmen. Okay, I'm happy with that. We've got the Canton team again. And how's my inventory doing? Ah, that's fine. We got 3,000 gold again. We can almost get real armor, and when we do get real armor, I've had quite a few comments about me putting all those runes on. It's really not a big deal, guys. I mean, I can survive just fine. I know it's ridiculously low health that you're not meant to have, but there you go. I will when we upgrade our armor, though. I will get rid of some of them and swap some runes around and stuff. But yeah, okay, Shenzhen tunnels. Now I might be lagging a little bit while I'm out here at the moment, simply due to the fact I'm trying to upload a video to YouTube while I'm playing it. A big thing that stops me from getting videos out a little bit faster is that I try to not play while I'm uploading. I can play while I'm rendering quite well actually, but not really uploading. I'm a little bit worried I'll be lagging too much. So if I am, then we might not do this. But if I'm not, then I might be able to just play whenever I want, really, no matter whether I'm rendering or uploading. Anyway, the quest takes us up here, which is an area we've not seen before. Okay, and just down here. So we're fighting afflicted again. Doesn't look like any of them have managed to get to the Jade Sea or the Echo-Vowed Forest. So we've had a little bit of a break from these guys recently, but that break sadly has come to an end. I'm gonna try and get across that bridge without those guys seeing me. Please don't see me, don't see me. Yes, cool. And it looks like we're coming up here. Ah, they did see us. Haha. Okay, they killed loads of our minions, but they didn't chase us very far. Alright, never mind. Oh, and here's the... I think these must be the forces. Look, all the Canton guards. Wow, they just absolutely destroyed those guys. Wow, you all alright? Where are you all going? Every day we lose valuable men. Yes, I'm sure you do. Alright, so it looks like we're coming up here. Looks like they're all coming up here. Stay alert, we can't be everywhere all at once. Oh my god, just one hit me. I've got 5 health. 72 health is my max health at the moment. Awesome. And yet we're still shredding our way through. I mean, the truth is, even though I'm dying every second here, at this point in the plot, because everything's so easy to kill, it's really not a big issue. Now, I'm sure later on I will definitely need to have some more health, which is why I'll be adding more soon enough. Okay, so there we go. I don't think we saved many of the guards, or did they just stay down there? I think they just stayed down there. Anyway, here's the guy we want to speak to, Commander Jafai. My men have been fighting and dying by the dozens, but the afflicted will not stop coming. Tom, you should speak to the Emperor. If I could get some reinforcements, I could help you set up some sort of safe zone within. What else do you wish to discuss? These beasts have been attacking in massive numbers, and my men are dropping like flies. I have orders to hold this position, but as you can see, we are just barely holding them off. Alright, so we soon will be able to go through there, over that gate. But until then, we should go speak to the Emperor and talk about getting some more reinforcements for this guy. So let's come back up to Confronting Center, and at last, you remember ages ago I talked about how there was this palace that had all different architecture, but we couldn't go there yet. We still can't go right in there, but now we've got a reason to actually go towards there. So, oh cool, we spawned in a pretty good place as well. Alright, so through we go, the Raisu Pavilion. And the Emperor's kind of just come here to talk to us just now. He isn't usually here, but this time he is. So Emperor Kisu, hello. We have urgent news for you. The Canton Empire has suffered gravely. So many lives lost, so many families torn apart. My heart is heavy with the loss. I understand that you have procured both the Spear of Archimeros and the Urn of St. Victor. Master Togo believes that together, these weapons might have the power to bring Shiro to his knees, just as the heroic spirits within them did so many years ago. I pray that he is correct. Please speak to my attendant known as the Emperor's Hand. He will arrange your passage into the sewers. So last time we spoke to the Emperor's voice, this time we're speaking to the Emperor's Hand. The Canton Empire has seen dark times before, but I fear Shiro brings a darkness that no light can penetrate. So this guy's got a few quests for us which we haven't done. We're just going to grab one, this one here called the Battle in the Sewers. The Emperor is a kind and just man. I serve the Empire, doing that which the Emperor cannot, in order to maintain balance and justice. The Emperor tells me that you are headed to the Sanjiang district to fight Shiro. You are either very brave or very foolhardy. Commander Jafai is holding down the front lines there, but I do not think things are going in our favour. Escort these members of the Emperor's Royal Guard to Commander Jafai to help reinforce his position. Just doing my duty. Alright, cool, so we're going to get loads of extra people. As reinforcements, we're literally just walking up to that same guy again though, so I'll speed all of this bit up. Okay, here we are. It looks like there weren't so many afflicted to fight this time. But we've got loads of the guards left. I mean, there are absolutely loads of these guys. Oh, hold on, they decided to wait down there. Okay, no problem. Oh, they're being attacked from behind. Never mind. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay, Commander Jafai. I have orders from the Emperor to secure this area. No one is to enter or leave the sewers. You have no idea how relieved I am to see you. These reinforcements will help save many lives. Let me know when you're ready and we will secure an area for you within. Alright, so here we go. We're going into an area that Shiro, Shiro himself is in there, and he's set up his own minions are in here. So this is going to be quite an important mission. I just love this shot here at the start. Just the two walls of the city there just look so good. Here we go. Here's some of the buildings in the Sunjiang district. Okay, and it looks like the area that he's in we can't actually get to at the moment because of that bridge that's been raised. So when we start the mission, you guys will actually see that bridge come back down. It's quite a different mission actually. You get lots of traps and stuff on this one that you don't usually see in other ones, which is pretty cool. So here we're getting a bit of a flyby through it. And what is this? A kind of a magical portal beam thing. And if we follow the beam, the very, very long beam, you can see that there's another one and another. There's 4 of them. And in the middle, you can see just here is Shiro, with the afflicted sort of all pouring out of this giant portal. And the goal of the mission is to shut this portal down, basically.
They have arrived. Good. Let them come.
Oh, you can bet we'll come. So he just kind of sits there meditating in the middle. Alright, so quite a cool mission coming up, guys. I'm pretty sure this episode's probably long enough, so I will see you all next time for the Sunjiang district. We're probably, we're definitely over halfway now, so yeah. See you next time, everyone.